Feel free to close your eyes. Take a moment to drop in, connect to your breath. Notice how you're feeling, how you're doing. As a way of stepping into our practice, we'll sing Om one time. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Inhale again. Om. Release your hands. Open your eyes. Let's begin in downward dog. Not that downward dog, but the yoga one. Excuse me, sir. We'll make it work. Here, come on. Get up. Feel free to bend your knees one at a time or at the same time. Okay, there he goes. Feel free to do sideways dog. Come onto the outer edge of one foot, inner edge of the other. Lengthen both sides of your body long. Go to the other side. Back to center. Bring your feet together, shift forward to the top of a push-up. Push your hands down, apart, and toward your feet. Lift your chin. And breathe here a couple breaths. Lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Curl back. Downward dog. Take your knees to the floor. Cat and cow. Lengthen your spine, curl into your lower, middle, and upper back. Round your spine, tailbone forward, chin toward your chest. Move back and forth at your own pace with your breath. Feel free to bring more organic movements. Move your hips side to side, roll your shoulders, head, and neck. Back to downward dog. Lift your right leg up. Reach your right leg long. Then bend your right knee. Stack your hips. Kick your foot toward the wall at your left. Dog. Three-legged dog. Square your hips. Step your right foot outside your right hand. Take your back heel to the floor and then turn your right toes in slightly and squat to your right heel. Skandasana. Feel free to join your palms or keep your hands on the floor. Lift up out of your hips. Downward facing dog. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, stack your hips, kick your foot toward the wall at your right. Right shoulder as high as left shoulder. Square your hips, left foot outside left hand. Spin your back heel down, turn your left toes in, lift your right toes up, squat to your left heel. Feel free to join your palms, sit up tall. Downward facing dog. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Walk your hands to your feet with your feet as wide as your mat. Bend your knees so your ribs and thighs touch. Fold over your legs. Feel free to grab your elbows. Swing a few times side to side. Palms to feet, Padahastasana. Take your palms underneath your feet, soles of feet pushing into your palms, toes all the way up into your wrist crease. Lean forward, lengthen your spine, widen your elbows to the side, pull your shoulders away from the floor as you fold. Feel free to wiggle your toes around. This is for you, Colleen. It helps the sick. Good for the lungs. Next inhale, lengthen your spine, step off of your hands. Heel toe your feet together. Lean your weight back into your heels. Set your hips toward parallel to the floor. Reach your arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Reach up through your fingers, ribs back, breathe. Stand up, reach up. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze shoulder blades toward each other. Straighten your arms. Bend your knees, thighs toward parallel to the floor again. Round your spine, forehead toward your knees. Power pose, hands bound. Inhale, stand up. Keep your hands bound. Push your hips forward. Shoulders back, curl back, standing camel. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Walk your hands out, down dog. Plank pose, chaturanga, upward dog. Chaturanga, all the way down to the floor. And then take your arms beside your torso, palms pointing up, close your fingers. Press your shoulders back toward the ceiling, tops of feet down so your knees lift up, and lift just your torso off the floor as you push your fingers toward the back of your mat. Hold here without holding your breath. Lower all the way down, make a pillow with your hands, rest. Take your forehead to the floor, interlace fingers behind your head. Get all the way to the webbing with your fingers, including your thumbs. Push your elbows into the floor, armpits back, bend your knees. Makarasana, push head into hands in the head, and widen your elbows to the side. Pull on your fingers, pull your shoulder blades toward each other, and then press your head back toward where the ceiling and wall meet behind you. Maybe push your feet up, knees off the floor, pull heels toward your hips. Rest, other side of face on your hands. Take your left hand to the left, right hand next to your chest. Roll onto your left side. Scoot your hips a little forward, lift your right leg up, bend your knee, step your foot behind you. Feel free to drop your ear to the floor. Switch to the other side. Slowly roll back out. Push up to all fours. Take your right leg straight back behind you. Point your toes and kneecaps straight down. Pull your rib cage back. Take your left arm straight out in front of you, palm pointing into the right. Reach arm and leg longer. And breathe here. Keep your right leg lifted. Take your left hand slightly to the left of your left shoulder. Lean into your left hand. Take your right arm parallel to the floor. Keep your right toes and kneecap pointing straight down. Squeeze everything in toward the midline. Right hand to the floor, forehead to knee, toes off the floor, around your spine. Reach way back. Lower your leg to the floor. Lift your left leg. Lift your right arm. Squeeze everything in. Ribs back, tailbone towards your heel. Same arm to legs. Slowly take your right hand to the right. Lean to the right, left arm out in front. Forehead to knee, hands to the floor, round your back. Reach back. Lower your knee. Take your right leg straight back. Cross your right leg over to the left. Squeeze knee to knee, ankle to ankle, and slowly walk your hands back toward your legs and sit up, hovering above your heels. Feel free to join your palms, or you can wrap your left arm under your right arm. Either hold shoulders, join backs of hands, or palms, nesting eagle or cow face variation. Unbind your arms. Take your hands to the floor. Keep your legs crossed. Take your hands under your shoulders. And we're going to take your right knee to bend. Grab your your right foot with your left hand. And then take your right heel to your right hip for funky monkey and twist to the left. Stack your shoulders. Lift your chin. Keep squeezing your legs toward each other. Stay like this or start to kick your right leg up. Good. Elevated, revolved half bow. Bring your left arm forward, right leg back. Lower your hand and foot. Take your left leg straight back. Squeeze your leg to the right. Knee to knee, ankle to ankle, step back. Sit up. Palms together, or right arm under left arm. Hold shoulders, join backs of hands or palms, and breathe here, squeezing arms in, legs in. Keep your legs like they are. Unbind your arms, lean forward. Lean into your left hand, bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand to grab your left foot, pull heel to left hip. Twist to the right, shoulders back. Stay working here. Kick your foot and hand into each other, lift your knee off the floor, turn your torso forward. Reach arm forward, leg back. Lower your hand and foot. Downward facing dog. Cool enough that those poses are all actually really good for helping to move spinal vertebrae back into place just by using your core. It's pretty cool. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Spin your back heel down. Lift your torso, lift your arms, reach up. Stay squared in your hips, squared forward in your torso. Reach through your fingertips. Maybe look up. Hands to the floor, Parshvottanasana. Step your back foot in a step. Square your hips forward. Right hip back, left hip forward, and start to fold heart first, head last toward your right leg. Feel free to have your hands forward or back under your hips as long as your arms are straight. Push your hands down forward. Revolve triangle, lengthen your spine, left hand either inside your right foot or outside your right foot. Keep your hips square, pull right hip back, right hand to hip or onto your sacrum. Keep twisting to the right, stack shoulders, maybe you lift your right arm. Maybe look up. In regular triangle, right hand outside your right foot, turn your left toes out a little bit more, maybe even slide your foot back, lift your left arm up. Stack your hips, lengthen from hips to armpits, both sides. Downward dog. Warrior one, left foot forward. Right heel down. Left knee bent. Lift torso, lift arms. Square your hips and torso forward. Ribs back, tailbone forward. Reach through your fingertips. Maybe look up. Parshvottanasana, hands to the floor, surrounding your foot, hop your back foot in a step, square your hips forward, lengthen your spine, and fold heart first, head last. Forehead toward your knee. Feel free to walk your arms forward. Lengthen your spine. Left hand inside or right, outside your left foot. Take your left hand to your left hip, twist to the left, tack your left hip back. Maybe lift your left arm straight up. Pull shoulders back, maybe look up. Triangle. Left hand outside foot. Turn your right toes out. Twist open to the right. Right arm up, stack your hips. Reach in all directions. Downward dog. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. You can either lower your knees first or take your forearms to the floor in down dog by turning your fingers out a little bit, bending your elbows in toward each other and lowering your elbows down. Dolphin. Pranayama variation. Push down through your arms. Pull your shoulders back, shoulder blades toward each other. So this is the feet down version. Walk your feet forward if you'd like. Keep your gaze lifted. Although it is the feet down version, if you are well versed in regular Pranayama and you want to kick up, feel free to do that as long as you know you're okay doing that. Walk your feet out. Keep your arms as they are. Take your hips to a hover, low plank, forearm plank. Sphinx, drop your hips. Press tailbone forward, point toes straight back. Make your pinky toes heavier. Then lengthen up out of your hips. Curl back, shoulders back, lift your chin. Gaze toward the tip of your nose even though you're lifting your chin up. Lower all the way down. Bend your knees. Reach back, grab your outer feet. Dhanurasana. Push your feet and hands into each other as you walk your knees a little closer together. Then flare your toes, including your pinky toe. Kick your legs back, pull your shoulders back, lift up through your sternum, and lift your chin. Stay here, kick your feet up, knees off the floor. And hold. Lower all the way down. Rest. Feel free to do reverse windshield wipers. Let your feet go side to side. Child's pose. Lift your hips back to your heels. And then walk your hands forward. Rest forehead and tip of nose to the floor. Revolve child's pose, come up to all fours. Take your right arm all the way up and hold this twist for a moment. Push through your bottom hand as you reach through your top arm. Then slide your right shoulder and ear to the floor with your right arm going through the hole. Stay here, walk your left hand forward and to the right. Push through your left arm, pull with your right arm. Push your left hip back. Swing your hips a little to the right. Walk your left arm back. Push through your left hand, reach your right arm up and hold again for a couple moments. Lower your right hand, lift your left arm up and hold. And then reach through left shoulder, ear to the floor. Walk your right hand forward. Pull with left arm, push with right. Tack right hip back, swing hips a little to the left. Walk your right hand back, push down, reach your left arm up, hold for a couple moments. Lower your hand, downward dog. From here, bring your feet together, then step your right foot between your hands. Lower your left knee to the floor, right hand to right thigh, left arm straight up. Reach up and then lean to the right. Push through your left knee as you reach through your left arm. Maybe grab your left wrist with your right hand, pull up and lean a little forward and to the right as you turn your torso open to the left. Now lift back up. Take right hand to right thigh and then twist, armpit outside your thigh. Join your palms. Revolve lunge. Stay here or curl your back toes under. You can lift your back knee off the floor, keep it down, and just hold here. You can use your knee pushing into the back of your left arm as kind of like a massage if you're tied at all back there, or if you have any soreness or tension. Untwist, down dog. Left foot between your hands. Right knee down, left hand to thigh to start, right arm up. Do a little crescent to the left. Grab your right wrist with your left hand, pull up and over, lean slightly forward to the left, and then twist open. Come back up, left hand to thigh, twist, armpit outside your thigh. Join your palms, stay here, curl your toes under, lift your knee, hold here. Lower your hands, downward dog. Feel free to do plank chaturanga up dog or skip it. Step your right foot forward between your hands. I'm going to turn so that I don't have the wall in my way. Lower your left knee, right hand to thigh, lift your left arm up, lean to the right, and then twist. Armpit outside your thigh just like you did last time. Join your palms. Curl your back toes under, lift your knee. Take your arms out, palms flat, and then controlled fall to the right. And then walk your right foot to the left. Make sure your hands are shoulder distance. Walk your back foot to the right a little, and then lean forward. Push your outer right knee into your left outer arm, and maybe straighten your right leg to the left. Stay working here, or pull yourself forward. Do chaturanga arms, lean forward, lift your back leg. Ekapada Kunanyasana 1. Press back, down dog. Left foot forward, right knee down. Left hand to thigh, right arm up. Twist to the left. Good. Join your palms. Good. Stay working here. Curl your back toes under, lift your knee. Hands to the floor. Lean to the left. Hands shoulder distance. Hop your back foot to the left. Pull yourself forward. Maybe straighten your left leg. Lean forward, lean forward, lean forward. And then hover both feet off the floor. Downward dog. Child's pose, folded version. Knees wide, toes together, shoulders to knees, arms by your sides, palms point up. Take your hands under your shoulders, pull your shoulders back, lift your chin, sit up, swing your legs out in front. Take your left knee to the left, maybe a little wider than 90 degrees, maybe at 90 degrees. Just make sure you feel even in your sitting bones, walk your sitting bones back. Turn to face your right leg, Janu Shirshasana. Fold forward over your right leg as you actively turn your torso to the floor. Grab shin, ankle, or foot with one or both of your hands. Widen your left elbow to the left as you fold. You'll get a little back of left armpit stretch and a little more left side stretch as you fold. Then once you fold, when you're ready, you can take your elbow down, but still keep pushing through it. Next inhale, lengthen your spine, sit up, keep your legs as they are, Parivrtta, Janu Shirshasana, turn to the left, right hand to left knee, stay long in your spine, left arm up, keep the twist to the left as you lean to the right. Feel free to use your right hand or forearm inside your leg on the floor, or take it all the way down side to thigh. If you're going all the way down, lean slightly inside your leg. Once you get down, lean back into your leg, so you push through your left shin, your bent knee. So now that your left hip might be off the floor, you can turn open a little more. Maybe grab your outer right foot with your left hand, inner right foot with your right hand. Of course, the grab of the foot is not the most important part, so just make sure you're still in that side bend. Stargazer. Left hand to the floor behind your hips. Turn your fingers toward the wall behind you. Inner right foot down. Lift your hips. Hips forward, curl back. Do a back bend. Lower all the way back down. And then when you do, kick your left leg forward. Right knee to the right. Get your sitting bones situated. Then turn to face your left leg and fold over your left leg. Heart first, head last. Widen right elbow to the right. Keep pushing through your elbow, then maybe lower it down. Breathe here. Inhale, lengthen. Slowly come back up. Turn to the right. Left hand to knee, right hand behind you. Lift your right arm up. Keep twisting to the right, lean to the left. Use your left hand or forearm or go all the way side to thigh. Lean back into your leg, push through your right shin, turn open a little more. Feel free to grab outer foot with right hand, inner foot with left hand. Twist open as you widen your elbows to the sides. Stargazer. Come back up, right hand behind you, inner left foot down, lift your hips. Hips forward, curl back into a back bend. Lower all the way down. Right leg forward. All right. Walk your sitting bones back a few inches. Point your toes and kneecaps up. You can have your feet apart or together. And maybe knees bent or legs straight as you take your ribs to your thighs. Reach your heart first, head last toward your legs, Paschimottanasana. Forward fold. Again, like Janu Shirshasana, you can widen your elbows to the sides, push through your elbows, and keep pushing through your elbows as you take your inner elbows to your legs. And breathe here. Next inhale, lengthen your spine, sit up. Slide your hips forward. Take your legs together. Turn your fingers forward and take your elbows to the floor. Couch pose variation. Push down through your heels, hips, arms. Lift through your chest. Pull your shoulders back, throat back, head back. Drop your sternum, lift your head, lie all the way down onto your back. Bridge pose. Push your feet down, walk your shoulders in one at a time. Push your head, shoulders, and feet down, lift your hips up. Feel free to grab the outer edges of your mat or interlace your fingers, walk your shoulders in again. Lift your chin away from your sternum. Push your shoulders down so much your upper spine lifts up. Push your inner feet down so your outer hips move up. Push knees away from hips. Pull heels toward hips. Release your hands. Lower your hips to the floor. Maybe do windshield wipers. Let your knees go side to side a few times. Go slowly across your hips for a little bit of a massage. Next time your legs go to the left, keep them there. Stay like this or hook your left foot to your right thigh. Push foot into leg, leg into foot, and extend your knee toward the wall. Then grab your right wrist above your head with your left hand and pull up in the opposite direction. Double dorje. Unhook your wrists and your foot. Come back up, hips to center. And let your knees go to the right. Place your right foot to your left thigh. Push foot into leg, leg into foot. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and pull up. Hey, Balto. Unhook your wrist and your foot. Come back up to center. Do a couple more windshield wipers side to side. And then bring your knees toward your outer ribs. Just trying to look out the window. Grab your outer feet, push your feet and hands into each other. Feel free to rock side to side. Massage your back. Are you stuck, buddy? Wrap your arms around your legs. Give yourself a hug. And breathe here. I don't know if you guys can see him, but he's being really dorky right now. Whenever you're ready, come down into Shavasana. Rest. We're going to rest for Shavasana, and then I'm going to get you up a few minutes before the end of class to do a Pranayama exercise. Take a deep breath in. Exhale completely. Bring slow movements back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes, roll your wrists and ankles. Reach your arms over your head. Reach arms and legs in opposite directions. Then gently bend your knees, roll over to one side. Slowly make your way up to a seat. We're going to do a mindful breathing technique, and it is so that we are trying to relax the muscles in between each each rib, as well as the diaphragm. So once you get into your comfortable seat, take your hands and wrap them around the sides to the front of your rib cage, like so, just below the nipple area. And so here, use your hands as kind of a guide to tell all of these muscles underneath them to release, relax. So on your inhale, try to expand your rib cage as big as you can get it. And on your exhale, contract it as small as you can. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Continue. Keep that, and then slide the backs of your hands as far back behind your rib cage, around the same level if you can, so your palms face the wall behind you. Do the same thing, allowing those muscles be underneath your hands to relax. Inhale deep, expanding the back of your ribs as much as you can. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Continue on. Continue this breath for a little longer, but rest your arms to your legs. Sit up tall. Return to a natural breath, but try to keep that relaxation of those muscles as you do. Anytime throughout your day, you can come back to this breathing exercise to help relax these muscles and take deeper breaths if you struggle with that in your life. We'll finish with one Om. Take a full breath in. Exhale completely. Inhale again. Feel free to place your hands over your heart. Bowing your head into your heart, take a moment to honor yourself, each other, this practice, and anyone or anything else. When you're ready, gently lift your head, open your eyes. Thanks for practicing.